My name is Steve Keys, and I'm the founding pastor of Crossroads Community Church in Greenville, South Carolina. I've also been highly involved with Walk Thru the Bible ministries for over 30 years. Our church started with 12 people in my living room in 1996, and today we've seen the church grow dramatically. And I've found Walk Thru the Bible to help in every step of the journey. When I attended my first live event in 1980, I was stunned. I was surprised at how much I learned that day about the Old Testament. I felt more confident in my Bible reading than ever before. The room was actually turned into a map of the Middle East, and the teacher walked through the room pointing out the major people, places, and events of the 39 Old Testament books. I really saw how the story fit together for the first time, and I was a Bible school graduate. Through creative visuals, drama, and hand signs, the Bible story came alive to me, like the book of Genesis. I learned in the book of Genesis that there were 50 chapters, 1 through 11, human history, 12 through 50, Hebrew history, and it's all about 4 main events and 4 main people. The 4 main events were taught like this: creation, the creation of the world; fall, the fall of man; the flood that came with Noah; and nations, the spreading out to make nations. The 4 main people were simply Abraham, Isaac, eye being by the left eye; Jacob, the smooth part of his hand; and Joseph, the beautiful coat of many colors. So you had creation, fall, flood, nations, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and Joseph. During the event, we reviewed what we had learned, and we wrote in our workbooks, and by the end of the day, all of us, and at that time there were 1,200 people at that seminar, they understood, and I mean they really understood, the big picture of the story of the Bible. This day was so intriguing and helpful to me that I applied to become an instructor myself, and still enjoy today telling the story that I learned long ago. I had no idea then that when I teach it today, it's just as relevant and it's just as fresh as it was long ago. It still excites me to see people grab a hold of God's Word with a whole new confidence as they read it. Now I teach both the Old and the New Testament live events. The New Testament event starts with the 400 silent years between the Testaments, then gets into the life of Christ, book of Acts, and the epistles that follow. As a pastor, why is this important to me? Because now when I preach about any event in the Bible, my people know where the story fits into the timeline of the Bible, and they have a much better grasp of the content and the meaning of the text. People who attend a live event overcome biblical illiteracy. They now believe they know their Bibles, and they become people of the book. And face it, a lot of people are very fearful, very afraid to read the Bible because for them it can be intimidating for sure. A Walk Thru the Bible seminar takes away that fear. So what happens after a live event is over? Walk Thru the Bible has produced some outstanding resources, tools, to help keep your people reading and growing in their spiritual formation of the daily lives. The vision of Walk Thru the Bible is simply this: helping people everywhere live God's Word. One of my favorite resources is the Daily Walk Bible. This year in our church, our people are all reading their way through the Bible. Over 90% of them have signed on to begin the journey. Our preaching team is actually preaching one story from the Daily Walk Bible for this entire calendar year. And our people are buzzing with excitement of what they are reading and what they are learning so far. The emails that we receive and the words that we hear from average, ordinary people are just phenomenal. They are getting it. God is speaking directly to them through His Word. The Daily Walk also comes as one of the awesome Walk Thru the Bible devotional magazines. A brand new resource we've just completed is called Story Through the Bible, which will allow people to tell the stories of the Bible in small groups and even as moms and dads with their own children. Walk Thru the Bible is committed to produce quality, experiential materials for the entire family. And as a pastor, talking to you, a pastor, I'm sure you realize as we wrap this up that I'm a raving fan. I'm sold on the ministry of Walk Thru the Bible. They're flagship live events for adults, and they're events for students called OT Live, or even for children called Kids in the Book. Check out our website at walkthru.org for more information. So take a walk with us that will last for a lifetime of blessing and joy, a walk through the Bible.